We're back. Sorry it's been so long since I last put up a stream. I know it was before Christmas, but I've been dealing with some stuff since between now and then. But now it's time to do another video. So let's get straight into it, shall we? So, like it says in the description, this is going to be a farm tour where show you what's happened on the farm since our last video, which is quite a lot. And also we're going to be talking about multiplayer, because one of my friends has gave me a present of buying me a year's subscription to PlayStation Plus for Christmas, which I thank her very much. So we're now able to do multiplayer, and I was wondering if any of you would like to do a map, and we could do anything on it as long as it is farming, because we want to keep it like to farming, and we don't want to be messing around. And we could also stream a video or two if you lot wanted. So that's just putting it out there. If you do, please comment below what map you'd like to go on, and what you'd like to do on the farm. So now we get back to our farm. So on the right of us here, we've got bales, so grass bales ready to be turned into turtle mix rations. But we're starting to phase out the bales now, because as this is a multi-million pound farm, we started growing our own stuff now. So as you can see in front of us, that big pile of straw. So we've phased out the straw bales. All we need to do is phase out the grass bales and the silage bales. On our left hand side is our cow pasture. We currently have 36 cows in the pasture at the moment. I have also done a bit of upgrading on our machinery. So even though this looks like the same black lorry we started with, it's actually a brand new one, just because I wanted one with 0 hours on it. We've got this new Challenger, which is quite hard to drive, but it's quite fun also at the same time. We've decided to get it with the twin wheels just because it looks a bit beefier. We've also got the loading wagon on the back, because we use this loading wagon to pick up all the straw, and we're using it to put the straw down for the bedding for the cows and the pigs. So we've got quite a lot of manure and slurry for the cows. Right in front of us now is the main area for our pig food. So we've got barley, the sunflowers and corn, and right next to this Roper Mass 5 we have our big pile of sugar beet. When I'd done the harvest, there was about 1.5 million litres of sugar beet through just 3 fields, so that should keep our pigs going a long time. So right here we've got our fuel tank and our jet wash. We've actually got 3 jet washes on this map, just because of how spread out things are. So right here with our Fendt 1000, we have our slurry tanker ready to take away all the slurry we're making, and we have our 300 pigs, which is maximum load of pigs that you could have in a big pig pen. We have our New Holland wheel loader ready to pick up all the food that has been dropped, and also to bring over all the food to feed them in the mornings. Over here we've got canola and wheat ready to feed the pigs. They're only over here because we've recently done a harvest of a couple of fields that we've recently acquired, and instead of selling them because we don't need the money, I thought we'd just put them over here to use them first to put into the pig food. So you're probably wondering what this big lorry, or this big red lorry and trailer is sat here for. That's full of sugar beet, so we use the rope and mass to fill this up, so then it's just easier instead of carting it with the wheel loader. And we've got one of our 2 areas of solar panels, which they bring in £660 each per hour. So that's £2.4 million per day we're getting through our solar panels, because we're now driving to see where the other solar panels are. Because if you look on a mini map, you'd see field 14. And speaking of fields, we own all the fields on this map and all the land on this map. So we are a multi-million pound farm. Okay, so this is quite a good view of the field. It's completely covered in solar panels. I should have really cultivated the field before putting these in, but at the time I didn't really think of it. So across the rail tracks, and we'll go to our biomass, or BGA, biogas plant, where everything else is stored if we don't roll like Ford F-150 truck, as technically that's what that's modelled after. So we've got our 3 MAN TGS lorries with the same cramp red trailer on the back, because we use these to cart all the stuff that we harvest and take back to our farm. We also have 3 seeders right here that we mainly use for planting corn and sunflowers, and then we have 3 Amazon seeders over here. One's connected to a Fendt, and we've got 2 Challengers, both in snake liveries, and I think one's the MT775 and one's the MT875, something like that. And over here, sitting on its own, we have the Massey Ferguson Ideal 9T. We do actually have 3 of these on the farm, but we've only got 1 over here at the moment because the other 2 have recently been on jobs, but I've been a bit lazy and haven't brought them back to the farm yet, so I'll move them later on. Here is our second jet wash with 3 headers for 2 headers for the combines, which are the normal headers for doing like wheat and barley. And then we come to our line of big buds with cultivators on the back to cultivate before we plant the corn and the sunflowers. This tractor over here with another loading wagon on the back is one that we just hired because we're only going to be doing this like once in a while. And what we're doing is picking up grass to turn into chaff, and with the chaff we're loading it into the silage clamps, and we're going to make a ton of silage, or more than a ton of silage, because how much have we got in there now? We've got over 1.2 million litres of silage, of chaff, ready to be turned into silage. And I do need to compact it, but I'll do that once I've added some more chaff to it. And to compact it, we're using these 2 silage compactors that are a recent mod on the Mod Hub. So we'll go past them. We've got another fuel tank, fuel filler up here, and our last jet wash. So if we go into this silage clamp, you'll see that we've got another wheel loader that again we're just renting because it's just to help us pick up all the silage that tries to fall out of the clamp on the ends, like over here. So that's just to keep it nice and neat and make sure we do get 100% of the silage we need or we want. So that's like the little farm tour that we've got at the moment. Although our farm is quite big now, as we own all the fields and all the land. So I think another one of our combines is over here, which it has been finished doing the wheat that we saw at the farm. There was a little bit missed, but that's what you get when you hire a worker. Because at the moment, because I've got so many jobs to do on the farm, I've been getting workers to do it whilst I get on with more pressing tasks like feeding animals and stuff like that. So we've converted field 6 and 12 into grass fields along with number 8, and with the other fields at the moment I do not know what to do. So maybe that's another thing people could comment on, is what should I grow in these fields, because we've got enough of the fields to grow food, grow stock in. Yes, that was quite spectacular with that roll. So we'll head back to the farm and then we'll call this little live stream an end for today, because it was only a quick one to do like the farm tour and discuss multiplayer. So if anyone does fancy doing a bit of multiplayer, let me know which map and what you think we should do, and then we could possibly do some live streams on it. And I think that is it for today. Oh, and just a quick side note, this F-150 that we're driving around in now, we don't own that, that's rented again. So I hope everyone has a good day, and let me know what you think of the multiplayer and what you think of our farm. So see you later, everyone.